The Situation Room with Wolf Blitzer, weekdays 4 Eastern.
Ansel, you've been there, for 4 months? Walk us through what happened yesterday when you first felt that earthquake, and what has it been like over these past 24 hours?
Yeah, at about 4:45 yesterday, I was in my house that I share with Haitians in a relatively poor neighborhood called Jacquet, which is just below the wealthy suburb of Pétionville, and basically began to feel tremors. Things started falling off the walls, and we were worried that the house was going to collapse. Thankfully, it didn't. It's one of the few multi-story buildings in our area that did not collapse entirely. Immediately, I went into the street and began shooting footage and talking to people. Basically, many of the larger structures, the houses that had more than one story in that area had collapsed entirely. I saw a man, basically his body was crushed and he was dead. People were wailing in the streets. We felt aftershocks after that. And so then over the past 24 hours, I've been in the street and also I made my way downtown, just surveying the damage and talking to people. Essentially, many buildings are collapsed entirely, including the National Palace of Haiti, where the Prime Minister stays, including many of the Parliament and ministry buildings as well. Also, the headquarters of the UN peacekeepers here in Haiti, their office building just collapsed entirely. And so a lot of their administrative personnel, I think, have died. They were just beginning the rescue effort last night around, I think, 10 p.m. after darkness had fallen. They were just starting to try to pull people out from the rubble. In the streets at large, people are trying to stay away from walls and buildings and their homes. Basically, everybody is outside trying to stay safe and not be crushed by falling debris. And I also witnessed many acts of solidarity among Haitians who are basically, in the absence of any official relief effort from the government or from aid agencies, they're just trying to help each other with their hands and with shovels and pickaxes. I saw the National Cathedral, for example, part of it had fallen and collapsed, and there were about a dozen men just trying to pull a woman out from a squished wall. And so, I think that's all of that is just ongoing here in Port-au-Prince.
And I know, Ansel, you just recently graduated from the University of Texas in Austin. You studied journalism. I take it you've been in Haiti now for 4 months. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct. I got here at the end of September.
And when you see that what has happened over these past 24 hours, and you hear these statements by the Prime Minister of Haiti, he fears more than 100,000 people may have died in this aftermath of this earthquake. Based on the neighborhoods you've walked through today, does that seem realistic? Because we're all praying that number is way too high.
It's hard to say. I heard a number 100,000 thrown out earlier. I think that would be a minimum. I don't know how many multiple hundreds of thousands of people have died. That's actually the first time that I heard that the Prime Minister had said that, because in the streets, I haven't heard anything really from government or officials. There's really nobody out there coordinating, at least when I was out in the streets in downtown and also in Cité Soleil and different areas of Port-au-Prince. There's nobody out there telling the people, what the official assessment is of the damage.